The community of Waukesha, Wisconsin is grieving the deaths of 5 people and praying for 48 others injured after an SUV drove into the Christmas parade yesterday. Now, the horror was recorded on the city's live stream video. Police report 39-year-old Daryl Brooks Jr. of Milwaukee is in custody. Investigators say prior to the incident, he was involved in a domestic disturbance and was out on bail. Among the injured were Catholic priests, parishioners, and at least 6 children, all listed in critical condition. A statement from the Archdiocese of Milwaukee says, quote, "Please join us in prayer for all those involved, their families, and those who are traumatized from witnessing the horrible scene." Philip Crowder is an international affiliate reporter for the Associated Press. He joins us now from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Philip, it's been 24 hours since this tragic event took place. What's the scene like out there?
Yeah, it's pretty tragic. It must be said this is a town that, of course, one always says it is trying to come to terms with what happened, as you said, almost 24 hours ago now. You can see traffic is back here, and that main street behind me is back open again. But I can tell you that earlier I saw the fire department here of Waukesha trying to get rid of some of the bloodstains still on that street. I saw an abandoned children's shoe in the middle of the street before that was taken away. Just a few signs of the pure chaos and the violence that happened here last night. There is still a lot of work to be done, of course, to somehow get over this, but there is going to be a prayer vigil here tonight, and then there is also going to be a Catholic prayer service as well. Of course, those who were injured and those who were killed came from all walks of life, including among the dead an 81-year-old man and members of a dance troupe called the Dancing Grannies. And among the injured, well, there are children from the age of 3 to the age of 16.
Yeah, what more do we know about, in particular, the Catholic priests and other Catholics involved there?
Well, I just spoke to a member of the Archdiocese of Milwaukee to get some more details on how they are actually doing. But what we're dealing with here is pretty much the information that we got a while ago, that one Catholic priest here from the town of Waukesha was injured. We don't know yet whether he is out of hospital yet, and that there were also parishioners and Catholic school children who were hurt in that awful incident yesterday. Now, again, there will be a Catholic prayer service as well at St. William Catholic Church here in Waukesha. Just one of the many events, I suppose, is the best way to put it, for people to somehow get to grips with what happened here, to somehow heal. A lot of work there to be done. And of course, a Christmas parade like this one brings all sorts of groups together, Catholic groups, dancing troupes, young children, older people, all of them affected by this. It might even have been some family members of children watching them perform and maybe seeing the worst happening to them, being involved in this awful incident yesterday.
Definitely an awful incident out there. Now, police say that they do have a person of interest. Can you tell us any more about that person?
Yeah, well, first of all, we have that guarantee essentially from the police department here that Daryl Brooks, the 39-year-old, is the only suspect in this case, and that there is no connection to terrorism, be it domestic or international terrorism. But why did this person do this? We don't know. There is no motive at this point. You already mentioned there was a domestic disturbance just beforehand, but does that lead a person to run into a crowd of people who are having a joyous moment here together? Well, we might never know, but we do know that this person has a pretty long criminal record, and that some of that even includes an attempt to drive into someone with his car. So those might be some pointers as to where all of this comes from. The real explanation, of course, will be pretty much impossible to get.
Well, Philip, let everybody know out there that from all of us at EWTN News Nightly, we're going to continue to keep praying for them. Philip Crowther with the Associated Press, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.